Today, we're diving into the story of a man who, honestly, should not have been able to get away with half of what he did. A guy who lived this weird double life. A successful real estate agent on the outside, and on the inside, a full-blown serial killer with a storage container of horrors behind his house. This is the story of Todd Kohlhepp, one of the most chilling, calculating, and quietly terrifying killers of the last few decades.
A container of mystery. Interesting. The intrigue.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. This story was recommended to me by my friend Rebecca. This is a local story to her.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
Yeah. And it's doesn't take place in the 1900s.
Look at that.
I know. We're moving on up in the world.
I really don't think there's like modern day. They're just not as popular. I mean, there's modern day, clearly.
There's plenty of modern day.
They're just not as like
Yeah. Yeah, like widely covered.
Yeah.
They will be
Eventually.
Yeah. When this time frame is the 1980s and 70s for us.
In relation.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to give, hello. Welcome to Sisters of the Strange. I'm Landrey.
I'm Shae.
And we had, I think, our first official like shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone reached out to us and we're like, hey, we're going to shout out you guys, whatever. But we need to email back with them anyways. But we listened to their episode where they shouted us out, and it is the Beyond Normal radio show.
Yeah. So we just wanted to say thanks for that. They just did it out of
niceness.
Yeah. They were like, we're going to shout you guys out because we listened to you. We were like in their top 5.
Yeah.
On Spotify Wrapped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So top 5 podcasts.
Shout back out.
Shout back out to you guys, the Beyond Normal radio show.
Yeah. We've got
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we need to get back with them. We were checking emails today before we recorded, so we were like, let's go ahead and do that, and then we will email them back.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
We're in the community. This feels like we're in this community now.
I know. I think we're going to start making more and more like podcast friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's another podcast that listens to us, and I emailed them and was like, hey, tip and trick. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Just at it's a nicety thing. Because I felt like when we started the podcast, it was very like gatekeepy.
Yeah, we had no basis.
No, I just did a lot of random research to get the setup that we have. And so that's actually, I emailed them because they've been having problems. And then even one of our friends, but she messaged me and was like, hey, my brother-in-law wants to start a podcast. What did you do? And so I told her like our setup and stuff like that. So
that's cool.
I think it's a good thing. Like,
yeah,
you might as well share.
Yeah.
There's enough in the world for everybody. Like, why gatekeep? Just tell people.
And there's something for everyone.
Yeah. So I did.
It's cool.
Yeah.
To be in a community like this is fun.
I think we'll definitely grow further into it if we just keep going.
Networking. Yeah.
Yeah. And that'll be like exciting. I like the prospect of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're in a good place. We're not going to be after we listen to this story though.
Oh.
Bummer. Bringing it down. That's what I do best. That's what I do best.
I'm
bringing it down to be.
I'm here to ruin your day.
As always. Anything else?
I don't think so. My face feels very flush. I feel tired.
Oh no. We are tired. We've been here since 2.
Yeah. My dogs are probably like, Mom?
Hello?
Are
you coming home? Yes. This won't be long. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about a gentleman named Todd Kohlhepp. And this, like I said, was recommended to me by my friend Rebecca in South Carolina. And this story is local to her, she says. So she was like, you need to do this. It's not very widely covered and it's absolutely insane. And she was 100% right.
Oh, good.
Like I was not expecting.
Not ready.
Yeah, I was not ready for this. So, but it's an interesting one. So let's talk about Todd's origin story. So Todd, he does not start out like the rest of the stories. He does not start out as, oh, he had good parents who, took care of him and loved him and he was a completely normal kid and had a normal childhood. None of those things.
Oh, good.
He was not one of those cases. He was one of those people that was like, yeah, we saw that coming a mile away. We saw that coming 1,000 miles away.
This was
even.
not surprising.
Not surprising for anybody. So he was born in 1971. Very troubled pretty much from the start. His parents divorced early. He hated his stepdad, and he just went downhill fast. Multiple reports from his childhood of things like that you always hear about early serial killers, but this was like early childhood. Animal cruelty, destroying property, violent outbursts, and basically just like an extreme lack of empathy. He had zero of that.
Good.
He was just angsty, but like on another level.
Top tier.
Yeah. By age 12, he was sent to a psychiatric hospital because he basically straight up had zero ability to connect socially and was extremely aggressive. And so they were like, we got to do something with him.
By the age of 12.
12.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I say early, like he hadn't even made it to his teen angst yet.
Oh, good.
He was, dare I say, born this way. I don't know.
Not me singing Lady Gaga in my head.
I know, as soon as I said that, it popped into my head. So age 12, he's in a psych hospital. His huge turning point, though, wasn't this. It comes at 15 years old. This is the part that really cemented it for people. They were like, oh, yeah, he's gonna kill someone. For sure.
Good.
Yeah, this is not okay. 15 years old, everyone. He kidnapped a 14-year-old girl at gunpoint. Where did he get a gun at 15 years old? Don't know.
Excuse me.
Come get your kid.
Hide your wife, hide your children.
So at 15 years old, he kidnapped a 14-year-old girl at gunpoint. Forced her back to his house, tied her up, gagged her, continued to hold her at gunpoint, assaulted her, and was telling her the whole time that he was going to kill her if she screamed.
Sick.
So she escapes, but he gets arrested. And he told the police, quote, "I'm sorry, she got caught up in my anger."
Send him somewhere immediately.
Like she was the one who inconvenienced him. And he was like, so I just held her at gunpoint. And, you know, I was just angry.
Get him out of here now. Arrest this man.
Lock him up, throw away the key.
Genuinely.
So at this point in his life, he was labeled as having a borderline personality disorder, antisocial, and extremely aggressive. Obviously.
I would definitely agree with that assumption.
I would have to agree.
Or
yeah.
assessment.
Yes.
Not assumption. It is an assessment.
100% in my assessment. So at 15, he was sentenced to 15 years. So his entire youth, basically.
That's very intense for a 15-year-old.
15 to get out at 30.
Intense. They don't normally do that for juvies, juveniles.
Yeah. The juvies.
But they're also not normally holding people at gunpoint. So
right, like being very, oh God. And he had a record already, so that probably didn't help his case. Which, regardless that he have a record or not, before this horrible act, you should have still gone to prison for forever.
Yeah, that's no.
Oh, the justice system. Anyways, so he also had to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. And this is where it gets a little bit scary because he gets the full sentence. He does the full 15 years, registers as a sex offender, gets out at 30 years old, and reinvents himself. He's a new person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So you would think, when most people get out of prison for a violent sex crime at 30 years old, they don't typically become successful. You wouldn't think.
Well, considering we're talking about his name right now, I am not going to imagine that he became successful, no.
Well, he becomes a successful entrepreneur.
Oh, okay.
Todd did that.
Slay
Todd. Literally. He changed his image. He goes to college. He gets multiple degrees. He gets a pilot's license. He becomes a real estate broker. Builds his own company. Makes 6 figures. owns 95 acres of property in South Carolina.
Okay, Todd.
So
Sounds like a catch.
he's living the life.
Sounds like.
And
sounds
he's
a
like,
catch.
whatever, I just have to register as a sex offender, but
That ain't gonna stop me.
I'm rich, so I don't care. During this time, he hires employees to work for him and under him and things like that. Later on, when these people are questioned, they're like, well, yeah, he was controlling. He was weird. He was always angry, but he didn't seem like he was a serial killer by any means. He did always walk around with a gun on his hip. Bragged about being a disciplinarian with this gun. But people just thought that he was like weird. People thought they were like, he's eccentric. Like he's just this strange guy. But also let's talk like, I need to figure out, is he from South Carolina?
I want to know how in the hell he's allowed to even have a gun.
Right. Is he not
If you have a
felon? I guess I don't know if you can.
might be a different state law.
I'm not sure if you can make a 15-year-old a felon.
I don't know, but I would assume if my charge was holding someone at gunpoint, I'd never be allowed to have a gun ever again.
Right.
Especially not openly carrying it like that.
Mm-hmm. Wild behavior.
Shocking.
But basically, he blended in so well that no one really questioned him, didn't think anything. They just thought he was a strange bird. And no one connected him to several murders that were happening in the area. Several.
Yeah, I think that would be my first guess.
Including one of the biggest unsolved cases in South Carolina at the time.
Okay.
So this large case that had been unsolved is called the Superbike murders. And this took place in 2003. This case was unsolved for 13 years. There was a place called Superbike Motorsports, and 4 employees were found shot execution style. There was the owner, Scott Ponder, Beverly Guy, which was the owner's mom, Brian Lucas, the service manager, and a mechanic named Chris Sherbert. Chris Sorbet? Don't know. But there was no forced entry, no robbery, just murder, execution style. There was nothing for the investigators, absolutely nothing, which is wild. But after the next piece of this case when he gets caught essentially in 2016 for a different murder, he confessed to the Superbike murders like, oh, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, that had been haunting these investigators for 13 years.
Yeah, no sleep. He's like, well, I mean,
yeah, that was me. My bad.
no big deal.
Whatever.
They
4
were
people?
in the way of my anger.
Yeah. So when he's asked about the Superbike murders, he says, quote, they laughed at me. They made fun of me because I stalled a bike, a motorcycle.
That only furthers I have a very large theory in this life and in this world. Smile at every single fucking person you can.
Mm-hmm. And don't make fun of anybody.
I have always, like when Landon was living at our house, I said, smile, be nice to the weird kid. You don't know what they're going to do tomorrow.
You don't know what's going on.
They just need a friend too. Like I'm a weird person.
Mm-hmm.
I just know how to jut myself into society a little bit. But like,
some people don't have that.
No, they don't have that. And that's what, just be nice to them. Just be not why not just be nice?
Right.
You literally do not know what someone's going through at home. You have no freaking clue. Be nice.
Yeah.
But also, you don't know what they're going to do when they're mad at you. Mm-hmm. You might get a note the morning of that says, hey, avoid this place at this time today.
You never know.
You don't know.
Just be nice to people. If you guys don't take anything from this, take this from that. Take that from this.
Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, I also worked at a location like this. Uh-huh. Those dudes just be laughing.
They're just a bunch of goofies.
Like they're not even, it's genuinely all goofballs. Mm-hmm. They're not actually probably laughing at him like in a mean way. He just didn't like that response.
Correct.
But they probably were like, probably already giggling anyways, because it's always little boys that like to giggle with each other. They're actually like, they're a super fun group of people to be around, but they just like, it's a job you just mess around. Mm-hmm. Not mess around. You do work, but there's like a brotherhood.
But it's not that serious.
There's like a brotherhood there.
Yeah.
So they just like laugh all the time.
Yeah. So he goes in, execution style kills for these employees because they laughed at him for stalling a motorcycle. Killed them all. Everybody that was in there. Cold, calculated, zero remorse, doesn't care, walks out, carries this secret around with him for over a decade while he's working as a real estate agent and just hanging out with people all day, talking to people all the time. It's no problem.
That's insane.
Like zero remorse.
Yeah.
Zero guilt. This is where the story takes a turn because not only is he killing people, he's also doing this. So in August of 2016, a girl named Kayla Brown and her boyfriend Charlie Carver go missing in South Carolina. And at first people were thinking the usual. They ran off together or their relationship was having trouble. Maybe they're on drugs. Maybe Charlie was hiding from somebody. Like they went off on their own accord, but they'd been missing. But Kayla's Facebook was being updated. And there was weird posts, strange messages and things that she was leaving on there. And so people were starting to question it and get suspicious. So eventually, police are able to trace Kayla's last phone ping to Todd's property. And they're like, okay, which I don't know how long she was missing for, but it seems like that would be the first thing. Unless the people didn't really actually think that they were missing and like report it, which is what it seems like.
Like they didn't actually look at that
until things started to get a little weird. So they ping her on Todd's property. They show up, they're searching around this 95 acres, which remember that it's a huge property. And all of a sudden they start to hear this like faint noise. And it's like a banging sound of like metal on metal. And so they're like trying to follow this noise and they find a shipping container on this property. It's bolted shut, padlocked, and chained. They cut it open and they find Kayla inside the shipping container. She's chained to the wall by her neck, like a collar. Her hands are bound. She's extremely malnourished and she is just terrified, as
rightfully so.
Oh, I did put it in here. She had been in the shipping container for 2 months.
Holy shit.
So it wasn't that long amount of time. It is to be locked up in a shipping container. That is a long time. But people didn't realize that she was missing that entire 2 months, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like once they reported it, they were like, oh, well, we should probably go look for her. So 2 months she had been in this shipping container. The police find her, they get her out, and she tells them that he killed Charlie, her boyfriend, and buried him. And then she tells the police he said that he's killed lots of people and you're going to find bodies all over this property. What?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Imagine being the police officer who hears that.
I can't even imagine being the police officer that finds her.
Also that. But then her to be like, by the way, you better get your team out here because
get to digging.
You're in for a real treat.
Poor girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then they start unearthing bodies. And Kayla was very much so right. They start digging. And first they uncover Charlie Carver, her boyfriend, who had been shot multiple times. And then the second and third body they find is Johnny and Megan Coxey. They were a couple that went missing that he had lured into his orbit, was the word I was looking for, with job offers. Because remember, he's this successful entrepreneur, real estate broker. So he's probably like, oh, well, I have this amazing opportunity for you guys to invest and blah, blah, blah. And then just kills them, which is wild behavior. So after the details of that case come out of this couple, he tells them that he shot Johnny because he got smart. He just pissed him off, which is on par for him.
Okay.
And then Megan was also chained in the container for a while as well. But then he said that he killed her when she didn't cooperate.
So does he just use them as like...
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
And the police and the investigators say, like, whenever he's talking about these crimes that he's committed, like he speaks with the emotional tone of like annoyance. He's like, ugh, mom made me do the dishes today. Ugh, I had to take out the trash. Like he's just like annoyed
she was just in
by
my
it.
way.
Yeah, she didn't cooperate with me and her husband was a smartass. So yeah, I killed him. Just Like absolutely zero sense of any emotion.
Like empathy at all?
Just anger only.
Ugh.
A true psycho. True psychopath. So obviously he's taken into custody. He's arrested. Thank God. And he just yapped away. He just talked and talked and talked, and he loved to brag, and he loved to talk about all the people that he killed. He tells investigators that he killed multiple people, and he had other victims in Arizona and probably elsewhere. He said, quote, "I tried to tell you, but it's not worth the paperwork." He's just like, I don't care. Yeah, I killed these people, but like whatever. And then specifically in the Superbike murders, he had given details that nobody else would know. He described bullet trajectories and positions of the bodies, stuff only that the person who killed him would know, or the police. He also joked about the crimes that he committed. He would even write Amazon reviews on some of this like stuff that he used, like some of the weapons and things. And like one of them said something along the lines of like, I still need a silencer for this, but blah, blah, blah. One of them said, quote, keeps coworkers quiet. Like, why are we not looking into this?
That's insane.
Insane. That like they said he had absolutely zero remorse, not an ounce.
That's crazy work.
Mm-hmm. And his mom, this type of relationship just pisses me off. His mom went on record multiple times saying, quote, he killed the Superbike people because they were mean to him. They embarrassed him. And
She's the problem.
And he doesn't like people who don't respect him. Yeah, girl.
I don't like people who don't respect me either, but I'm not going out here and slaying them.
I'm not killing people. Stop enabling your creepy ass son.
Oh, that's wild.
It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Unfortunately, I don't know if I should say that. Todd avoided the death penalty by confessing and told the police that he was going to take him to all the bodies if he didn't get the death penalty. And he pleaded guilty to all charges, and he received 7 consecutive life sentences with no chance of parole.
Oh.
7 consecutive sentences. And he currently resides in prison in South Carolina. Still writing letters, still bragging.
What was the total body count there?
So he was convicted of 7 murders in total, but while he was writing letters and interviewing people in prison or interviewing with people in prison, he has confessed to somewhere of like 100 murders.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But nobody knows if that's really like true or if that's just him bragging because he's convinced that he's smarter than everybody else and he got away with this for however long.
Yeah, like exciting for him.
Yeah. So the reason that I think that this case is so interesting is because he wasn't like this chaotic well, he was compulsive, but it wasn't just like a one-off type, like anger murder. Usually if somebody is like going off on an impulsive, like spree anger murder, you're going on a spree and then that's it.
Yeah.
This guy is not on a spree because it's certain instances that trigger him to kill in different points in time.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It's
so
not
it's
like
just
one
like
big giant built up rage. It's like rage, kill, rage,
yeah.
kill.
Be normal, completely normal, and then get pissed off and kill.
It's terrifying.
But he seemed to have been organized. By the time he got out of prison, like from his first sentence at 15 years old, he was socially competent. He was able to talk to people and sell real estate and become this successful business person. So he like blended in with society. He was charming when he wanted to be, but on the other side, he was completely cold and was able to hold these secrets in for years of all these murders from beforehand.
Oh.
But like you said, like it's the like complete embodiment of like, you never know what somebody's going through or you never know who the person is next to you.
No, not truly.
Ever. But also I want to mention Kayla Brown because she was stuck in that shipping container going through God knows what type of tortures.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you can only imagine what she was going through in there for 2 months, and it's exactly what you think it was. And that's why he said that he didn't kill her because she just did what she had to do to survive. She cooperated, basically.
I think I would get killed instantly because
horrible.
I don't think I would cooperate. I think I know at the end of the day you're going to kill me either way.
Right. So
just kill me now.
Yeah. But it's sometimes that take does work, because if you just do what they say, they're going to think that they have this relationship with you, or they're going to think that they have a friend in you.
Yeah.
And now they're not lonely because they have this person who they connect with or whatever.
I'd rather
when really
die.
it's just her trying to survive.
Truthfully, I think I'd rather die because you're going to survive, but you're never the same person
now
ever
you're
again.
never going to be the same. Yeah.
Just kill me.
But she also gets to,
I'm like,
she's
go
able
her
to
if
live
you're
with
able to
the
do it.
fact that she was the reason.
Yeah, she helped.
She brought him down. She stopped him from killing all these people.
Yeah,
like what a badass, honestly.
Yeah. And surviving like that, like, I don't think I'm mentally strong enough to
Mm-mm.
survive like that. That's the other side of it. That's where I'm like, I already
No,
know
yeah.
I'm not mentally strong
Yeah.
enough. That's me saying right now I'm saying I'm not mentally strong enough for that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, go her, because that's a strong person.
Yeah. And it's really sad for her that this had to happen, but
She did save probably hundreds of other people. If
Oh,
his
yeah.
number of 100 is true, she saved a lot of people. I mean,
Mhm.
she saved a lot of people regardless.
Right.
But like probably hundreds.
Mhm.
That's absolutely horrifying.
Crazy.
It's scary to think that like that's potentially what the dating pool is.
Exactly. When I have to hear my friends who are like dating, or like people at work who are talking about dating, like, it's like, I think that I would rather die
I'd rather just be single
than try to
date again.
meet a new person ever in my life. No, thank you.
Gotta say, I'd probably just stay single. I'd probably move to like Scotland and just be single and
Gotta go. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this.
no.
Because if something like that, this story doesn't change your outlook or shake your senses of what normal people are, like you don't know.
Mm-mm.
Everyone's a serial killer until proven otherwise.
Yeah. No. It's just scary.
Yeah.
Ugh.
To think that
Can't
some
believe that.
successful rich man is holding hostage a young woman in a storage container chained by her neck. Miss me with that shit.
She is so strong. Genuinely, like,
Mhm. And to like also take the risk of banging on the door or
She had
banging
to
on
have,
the
like-
shipping container
She had to have somehow learned his schedule or something.
and knew that he wasn't there.
Yeah, like to be safe.
Yeah. And I think that there's footage of like the rescue of her as well, like coming out of the container.
Oh no, I could not watch that. I could not watch that.
But yeah, it's one of this is one of those ones that I feel like will probably be talked about later on
Yeah.
as like one of the big ones, you know.
Yeah,
It just
it'll come to
seems
life
like
at a
it
different
because it's
time.
just so horrible.
I agree.
2016, that was the year we graduated.
Don't remind me. Best house parties in music.
The best time.
I see videos of people at house parties of that like era, and I'm like, but I also would have really liked to have been in the era of high school of like American Pie.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that would have really been
Like early 2000s high school.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have really been it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. My brain is, I'm not doing good.
I know.
right- I don't know what's
she's
wrong.
frazzled.
I don't know what's wrong. I'm
It's
like
okay.
having weird feelings in my head too,
It's okay.
which then I get anxiety, and then I think I'm having an aneurysm, and then I think I'm dying.
Well, you can come over in my house and hang out for a little bit until you relax.
So you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be okay. But
Yeah.
that's all I have on this guy. It's a short and sweet one,
That's scary.
but it's a
though,
scary one. But there's not a lot out there
about him.
about him yet. Because, I mean, I say yet. This happened earlier, but
It's just not as popular.
yeah.
I feel
That's
like,
why she wanted me to do it. She was like, there's not a lot out there.
No, I feel like the media nowadays like tamps down stuff like this because they don't want us to know that the world is that scary.
As they should. They should not give them the time of day that we
the
used
recognition
to.
they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was soaking it up.
A lot of people do.
Gross. Let's see what he looks like.
Yeah, I was wondering, I'm like, is he cute? Like, well, I'm like, how is he reeling all these people in and like being so charismatic if he has like zero empathy? I always want to know what they look like serial killers and the people we talk
know.
about, because sometimes they are like attractive people. Like H.H. Holmes, I don't think was that ugly. I mean, he's not my type. Like, I'm not going for it, but I don't think he's that ugly. No, there's another one we talked
Oh
about
my
where I'm like, he's
God.
not that bad looking.
This happened in the literal town that she lives in,
She said local.
not just the state. That's crazy.
She said local.
Ooh. Ugh. I wanted to zoom in on it.
Okay.
Ew.
It's giving Ed Kemper.
Yeah. What a creep ass. Psycho. And he looks fine. Like he doesn't, sometimes like
He looks normal.
like whenever, but that's not what I meant to say. I meant like he doesn't look worried or upset or disheveled at all that he's being
Arrested.
carted around by police officers and going in and out of court. Like he's just like, hey, it's me.
Just chilling.
Ugh.
Yeah.
People like that, man. That's got to be one of those ones though where it's like he had to just be born rotten.
Yeah. Chemical imbalance.
Mm-hmm. Take your meds. There's no shame in having to take meds, please.
I'm like, I think I need anxiety medicine.
Help us out with society. Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah.
Okay, though. Still love you either way.
I just am really bad at routine, and if you don't take them correctly, then it's not going to help you.
Even more screwed.
It's going to worse, and I know that, so I just don't.
It's fair. Totally fair.
And if the world ends, then you can't have your medicine, and then you're really fucked.
Then you're really screwed because you've got to withdraw.
Yeah. Well, I'm like that with my inhaler. I'm like, dude, if the world ends, like if shit's going south and like we can't get to pharmacies, I'm dead. Dead as a freaking doornail.
Just go raid the hospitals. Albuterol everywhere in them hoes.
I literally have before, whenever we all thought the world was ending because life got really scary, I was like, what plants can I plant that help with asthma? There's like none. You can like not plant the plant that helps with asthma.
Is there anything?
Fish oil, because it has omega-3s in it, which is supposed to be good for asthma. But
inflammation.
My asthma's allergy induced, so it's not just like normal. I don't know. It's not just like asthma. It's like I'm allergic to something and then I can't breathe.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Don't worry. I'll take care of you at the end of the world. I got you.
You guarantee it. Guarantee it. You see me riding up in this bitch, it's me. Don't shoot. It's me coming down the driveway.
It's me. I'm waving my white flag.
Yeah, it's literally me coming down the driveway. I don't know how I'm going to get here because our cars are all going to be turned off.
You know the route like the back of your hand.
I do.
Just start walking north. You'll make it
here in a month.
You'll make it.
That is such a long walk. It's a 42-minute drive.
You can find a horse in between here and there.
I'm
100%.
allergic to horses. Allergic to horses. Can't ride a horse.
Bring your EpiPen.
Show up.
Ride that bitch out here and I'll give it to you.
I literally told Aaron that we needed to buy bikes because when they shut all of our vehicles off, he's like, no, that's why we got the fucking Kia. They ain't shutting the Kia off.
The Kia ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. But I was like, I need a bicycle so I can at least ride somewhere.
Oh my God.
But honestly, I'd probably just stay at my house because I'm on the river. So I have self-sustaining. I could go catch fish, kill deer.
All right. Well, I'm coming your way then.
Yeah.
I'll ride one of these old bitches out there. If you catch me riding up on a Highland cow, I'm bringing dinner, baby.
I just know that I've got enough resources around me, but I also live where there'd be pirates and pillagers. What's the right word? They're going to try and come in my house.
Well, you better post up. Post up.
I'm ready. I've got 5-gallon buckets of rice and beans at my house. That are like preserved.
Yeah. I could live off some rice and beans. That's for sure.
That's my husband's doing. And then at my wedding, we served on those, where you use the, I've kept all of those. I had a bunch of extras.
Nice. You could be cooking. She's going to be 5-star whipping it up.
I'm telling you, whenever we had the snowstorm of like 2020, when was the snowstorm? Then all the power went out.
Oh my God, that was misery.
I didn't have a fireplace, but I have battery powered lights. I had candles. Aaron and I were fine. I had radios that
we weren't. We had to leave here.
Nope.
Because this place did not have the insulation for that.
Oh no, my house was freezing. I made forts in the living room. I hung up blankets to like section off the house.
Mm-hmm. Smart. Mm-hmm. We physically could not live in here. First off, we didn't have any power. Those things do not get warm enough. When we left and came back finally, like after a week of living in town with a friend, my slippers were frozen to the floor.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't have worked.
There was no it was just wild behavior. We have zero preparation other than a generator and a generator plug built into our home. We were like, we ain't screwing this up again.
Yeah, I don't have a generator, but
anyway, how'd we get here?
End of the world. Because I'm going to die without medicine.
Oh, on that note, we're going to wrap this up so that Landry can get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Share us with your friends. Send us emails at sistersofthestrange@gmail.com. Join our Discord, Sisters of the Strange. It's completely free. We hang out in there. You can get a hold of us there, all the fun stuff. So if you have something to say, send it to the Discord. We'll answer that probably faster than we will an email. So, all right, well, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.